Good evening, classmates and instructor. My name is Antonio Ayala, and today I'm going to be talking about football star Michael Vick and his negotiations with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2009. Michael Vick was a well-known football star who used to play for the Atlanta Falcons from 2001 to 2006. In 2006, he got caught dogfighting and got a 23-month jail sentence, as well as getting released from the NFL. Once he got out of prison in 2009, Vick got reinstated to the NFL by Roger Goodell and was in search for a new team so he can still showcase his talents. Vick was looking for a team so that he could prove to the league as well as himself that he could still play in the league at a high level after a 2-year hiatus. He also wanted to be put in a situation where he felt like he could win his first Super Bowl. Here is where the Philadelphia Eagles come in. The Eagles already had quarterback star Donovan McNabb as the starting quarterback, but Andy Reid, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, had been keeping tabs on Vick by talking to his former mentor, former coach, Tony Dungy, as well as speaking to Vick himself. Andy Reid was interested in seeing what could he bring to the table for the Eagles. They thought that Vick could be like their secret weapon, but it had to be for the right price, and he had to prove that he was still ready to perform on the field. One negotiation technique that was used was separate the person from the problem. Eagles team owner Jeffrey Luo did not want Vick to be a part of the team due to his prior actions, and he felt like his attitude was no different. He was worried about Vick's past and not worried about Vick's present, until he himself had a sit down with Michael and felt that Michael was sorry for the wrong that he has done and is ready to come prove it on the field. Another technique used was mutual benefits. Vick knew that he was going to have to compete for a spot with a potential Hall of Fame quarterback where he could learn some things and get back to where he was physically and mentally on the football field. And in return, the Eagles would receive Michael Vick, a quarterback who was once a top 5 quarterback in the league and could potentially be a Hall of Fame quarterback himself. The last technique I'm going to talk about is objective criteria. Vick had a few standards that he had to abide by in his contract. Team standards are that the athletes had to make community appearances, his pay was the minimum for a quarterback at the time, and in order for him to gain trust from the team and guarantee his contract, he had to prove his worth. There are a couple of things that went well with this negotiation. Vick understood his role with the team and understood that this team put him in a good position to not only win his career back, but win a potential Super Bowl as well. It also helped prove to the Eagles that Vick was a changed man, and he is ready to put his past in the past and focus on football and the Philadelphia Eagles. Something that went wrong in this negotiation was the compensation for Michael Vick. At one point in his career, he was the highest paid player in the NFL, and now he is going to be making a little bit over $1 million. To us, that is a lot, but to a player of his caliber, some would say he is getting lowballed. But with his situation, he understands why he's getting paid so little. At the end of all negotiating, an agreement was made and a contract was signed. Michael Vick signed a 1-year, $1.6 million contract with the Philadelphia Eagles with a second-year option for $5.2 million. The agreement was made as a short-term agreement with a possible long-term agreement going forward. If Vick is to perform at a high level during his first year, he can decline his option with the opportunity to make more money, or he plays average, accepts his option, then plays better, and then has the opportunity to make more money later. At the end of the day, it all relies on Michael Vick. If he can prove to the team and the NFL that his antics are behind him by performing on the field and making sure that he is proving himself night in and night out to be a role model citizen off the field, then he will be receiving his future agreements in no time, and they will even work in his favor financially as well. On this last slide, you will see all the references used for this presentation. Thank you for the opportunity to hear me speak on an NFL quarterback that is honestly one of my favorite NFL players ever. I am Antonio Ayala, and I am signing out. Have a nice day.